Hello there and welcome back my fellow pixelators. What's going on? So about Lucky HD here, and today I'm loading another Minecraft pixel tour build on Naruto vs Sasuke. Today we're doing part 13, so without further ado, let's continue from where we last left off. And last time we left off, well, on Sasuke because we did make a mistake. But we're going to be flying back to Naruto, and we want to fly to the very top of the build. And again, same blocks as usual, black concrete and gold blocks, which I'm assuming you know that already by now, but flying to this up left diagonal that you can see on top of Naruto's hair, so this very one right here, we want to fly to that up left diagonal. So I'm going to fly in. Again, I'm going to place a gold block, just for those that didn't get it. We are going to be going off that area right there. As you can see where I placed my gold block. So at the very top basically. And we're just going to fly back in as well. So once you have placed your one gold block from this up left diagonal here, take out your black concrete. And we're going to place 3 going on top from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, and finally but not least, do another upright diagonal. And now once you've done this, we can take out our gold block. And with our gold block, we're going to count 20 going to the left from here, and we should hit the top of that black concrete right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And as you can see, we have placed 20 gold blocks going along here, and we've connected to the edge of Naruto's hair with our gold block. And once you have done that, we're going to destroy those gold blocks, because we won't be needing those. There we go. That left one. Alright, now we're going to zoom out, and we're going to fly to the next area. So, as you can see, the next area we're going to be flying to is we're just going to basically go down, and you can see this one sticking out to the right here. So again, from the very top, and this time we're going to be going off this one sticking out to the right. So I'm going to fly in, and I'll place a gold block here again, just in case anyone doesn't get that. We're going to be going off that area right there, as you can see. So we're going to fly back in towards this area. And with our black concrete, from the right of here, we're going to place another one going to the right, just like so. So it looks like 2 sticking out right here. And once you have done these 2 sticking out in total, do 3 upright diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3. From this third one, place 1 to the right, just like so. And do 2 upright diagonals, so 1 and 2. And from the second one, place 1 to the right, just like so. And then repeat this 2 here, 2 more times in a upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, that's 1. Another upright diagonal, another 1 to the right, and that is 2. And as you can see, that should be 3 2s in total. 1, 2, and 3. Once you've got 3 of those, do another upright diagonal from the end of this one here. So do an upright diagonal, and then place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2, and then do another upright diagonal, and from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 3 going to the right this time. So 1, 2, and 3. And once we've done this, we'll take out our gold block, and we've got to do 2 areas here. And for the first area, we're going to place 2 gold blocks going to the right from here. So 1 and 2. And then with our gold block again, we're going to place 1 underneath this second one sticking out to the right. Just like so. There we go. Should be looking like that right there. Once you have done that, take out your black concrete. And we're going to place 1 black concrete underneath this gold block going underneath here. So just place 1 underneath, just like so. We're then going to place 1 going to the right. We're then going to do a bottom right diagonal. We're then going to do a bottom left diagonal. And from this bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the left. And then do an up left diagonal. And as you can see, this up left diagonal connects back in an upright diagonal direction to the start of this one that we placed underneath the gold block. Once we have done that, we can destroy those gold blocks because we won't be needing those there. But again, from the very top here, this 3 that we placed to the right, which is 4 in total, we want to fly all the way to the left. And again, with our gold block, we're going to count over to the left by a certain amount of number. So, and we're going to count 17 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And as you can see, 17 gold blocks just go all the way to the end, which means we've done everything correctly there. And that's part of the headband, or to be specific, the cloth part of the headband. But again, once again, we don't need those gold blocks, so fly in and destroy those gold blocks. Once you've destroyed these, we're going to zoom out and move to the next area. So once again, from the very top though, and from the right hand side, we are going to be flying to this one sticking out to the right here. So not the bottom one here, this top one from the very top, so the next basically one sticking out. And we're going to be going off this one. Again, gold block, place right there. As you can see, we're going to be going off that area right there. So flying towards there. Once you've flown towards here, we're going to do an upright diagonal with our black concrete, just like so. Once you've done this upright diagonal, place one on top, then do two upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second one, place one to the right, then place one underneath, and then do a bottom left diagonal from here. From this bottom left diagonal, place one underneath, then do another bottom left diagonal. Then from this bottom left diagonal, place one underneath, and then do another bottom left diagonal. And there we go. As you can see, that bottom left diagonal connects to that bottom one that was sticking out to the right here. So now we're going to zoom out, and that area there is done. So once again, moving to the next area, going down from the top, we're going to be moving to the very next one, sticking out to the right. So basically, kind of looking like an F, or if anything, it is an F. So anyway, moving on, flying to the top one again, just in case anyone doesn't get it. Gold block right there, as you can see, we're going off that one there. So we're going to fly back in. And then with our black concrete, we're going to place 3 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, that should look like 4 sticking out in total there. Once you have done that though, we're going to do 3 bottom right diagonals from the edge here. So 1, and 2, and 3. From this third one, place 1 underneath, just like so. Then do a bottom right diagonal. From this bottom right diagonal, place 1 underneath. Then do another bottom right diagonal. This time, place a 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another bottom right diagonal. And from this bottom right diagonal, place 3 underneath again. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place 1 underneath. And then finally but not least, do another bottom left diagonal. And as you can see, that bottom left diagonal connects in a bottom left diagonal direction to the one that was sticking up to the right from this too. So not the upright diagonal, the one sticking up to the right here. And once you have done that, we are going to move to that upright diagonal right there. And you probably can already tell where we're going, but we're just going to go up. And we should connect to that one sticking up to the right out there. So, from this upright diagonal, do another upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. And do another upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 1 on top. And then we're going to do a up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place 1 on top. Then do 2 up left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. From the second one, place 1 to the left. And finally but not least, do another up left diagonal. And as you can see, that up left diagonal connects to this one that was sticking up to the right. And it looks like 2's going to the left from here, connecting to the very outer edge black concrete line right here. And once we have done this, we are going to fully zoom out and move to the next area. So once again, from the top, we're just going to move down to the next area. And as you can see, this upright diagonal here, we're going to move over to here first. So let's fly in towards here. Again, gold block, just for those that didn't get it. We're going off that area right there, as you can see. So let's fly in towards here. Now, once you are up this upright diagonal here, we're going to do another 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second upright diagonal we just did, we're going to place 1 going to the right, just like so. Then do 3 upright diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3. From this third one, place 1 going to the right, just like so. And then once we've done this, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our gold block. And from this one that we just placed to the right, we're going to fly to the left by 1. So to the third upright diagonal we did. And we're going to do 2 up left diagonals with our gold block from here. So 1 and 2. And from the second up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 gold blocks going on top as well. So 1 and 2. Now once we've done this, take out your black concrete. And we're going to place 2 black concrete on top here. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 going to the right. We're then going to place 1 on top. And then once we've done this, take out our gold block. And we're going to place 2 gold blocks on top of the black concrete. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 to the right, just like so. and take out our black concrete. And once you've taken out your black concrete, we're going to place one to the right of this gold block sticking out to the right, just like so. Once you've done that, place 3 black concrete going underneath here. So 1, 2, and 3. And then once we've done this, we're going to take our gold block, and from this very bottom one here with our gold block, we're going to place 2 going to the right. So 1 and 2. Once we've done this, take out the black concrete, and once you've taken out your black concrete, we're going to place 2 going up the very right one here. So 1 and 2. We're then going to take out our gold block again, and with our gold block, we're going to place 4 going to the right of this black concrete at the top here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once you have done that, take out your black concrete, and we're going to place 1 on top of the end, the 4th one here, and then do an left diagonal, just like so. And then once we have done this, we are going to fully zoom out so we can see what we've done there. And that little area there is complete, so we can destroy all those gold blocks. So let's destroy these, because we won't be needing these. And there we go. So we'll zoom out again just so you can see a full zoom out. So there you go. That's what it looks like right there. And once you have done that though, we are going to fly back to that 2 that we were going up from that upright diagonal. So move back to the end of this 2 here. And once you have moved back to the end of this 2, we are going to do another 3 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. From this 3rd one, we're going to place 1 to the right again, just like so. And then we're going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the 2nd one, place 2 going to the right. So 1 and 2. Then do another 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. And then from the 2nd one, place 1 to the right, just like so. And then we're going to repeat this 2 here 2 more times in the upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, that's 1. Another upright diagonal, another 1 to the right, and that's 2. So that should be 3 of those 2s in upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, we've got 3 of them. So fly back towards the end one. Once you've flown back towards the end one, do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the 2nd one, place 1 to the right, just like so. And then do 4 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from this 4th upright diagonal, place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And then once we've done this, we're going to take out our gold block. And with our gold block, we're going to place 4 going to the left from the top of this black concrete right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you place 4 gold blocks going to the left, take out your black concrete and place 1 to the left. And then do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the left, then 1 on top. And then do a right diagonal. And then there we go. We're done that little area there. So we can destroy those gold blocks, because we'll be needing those. Once you've destroyed those gold blocks, we're going to fly back up to this 3 that's going up here. So fly back to here. And then once you've flown back to here, we're actually going to repeat this 3 here 3 more times in a up left diagonal direction. So do an up left diagonal, place 2 on top, 1 and 2. That's 1, another up left diagonal, another 2 on top. That's 2, another up left diagonal, another 2 on top, and that is 3. That should be 4 of those 3s in total. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, we've got 4 of those 3s in a up left diagonal direction. So fly back towards the end one here, and once you've flown back to the top, to this end one here, do another up left diagonal, and this time we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another up left diagonal, and from this up left diagonal, place another 1 on top, then do another up left diagonal, this time, place 2 on top, so 1 and 2, and then do another up left diagonal, and place 1 on top. And then from this 2, we're actually going to take our gold block, and we're going to fly down by 1, so back to the bottom of it here, and we're going to place 2 gold blocks going to the left from here. So 1 and 2, we're then going to take out our black concrete, we're going to place 1 going to the left, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, do an up left diagonal. From this up left diagonal, place 1 on top, then place 1 to the right, and there we go, we've done that area there. So exactly the same as that area, but just facing a different direction. Destroy those gold blocks as well, because we are done. And then fly back to the 2, so back to here. Once you've flown back to this 2, we're going to repeat this 2 here 2 more times in the up left diagonal direction. So do an up left diagonal, place 1 on top, that's 1. do another up left diagonal, another one on top, and that is 2. As you can see, that should be 3 of those 2s in a up left diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. And once you're flying back towards the end, do 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second up left diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another up left diagonal, and place another one on top, just like so. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to do 4 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And once you've done 4 up left diagonals, you can take out your gold block and just place 1 on top, just like so. And then we're going to place 6 going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And as you can see, those 6 just connect to the end of that black concrete there, just like so. And once we have done that, we are going to destroy those gold blocks, because we won't be needing those. So destroy these here. Once we have destroyed these, we are going to zoom out, and again, we are going to fly into that one sticking out to the right at the bottom here, just underneath this line that we did for the headband. So we're going to fly over towards here. And once you have flown to this one sticking up to the right here, we're going to do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And as you can see, we should be looking like that right there. Now, once you've done that, we're going to place 1 to the right, the second upright diagonal, just like so. Then do another 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From this second upright diagonal, place 1 to the right. Then we're going to do 3 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. From the third one, place 1 to the right, just like so. We're then going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second upright diagonal, place 2 going to the right. So 1 and 2. And then do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. From this second one, place 1 to the right, just like so. We're then going to repeat this 2 here 4 more times in a upright diagonal direction. So, do an upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, that's 1, another upright diagonal, another 1 to the right, that's 2, another upright diagonal, another 1 to the right, that's 3, another upright diagonal, another 1 to the right, and that's 4. And that should be 5 of those 2s in total in a upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, we've got 5 of them, so fly back towards the end one. And once you have flown back towards this end one, do 3 upright diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3. From this third one, we're going to place 1 to the right, just like so. Then do 2 upright diagonals, so 1 and 2. And from this second one here, place 4 going on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do a up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another up left diagonal and place another 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another up left diagonal. This time place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another up left diagonal, and from this up left diagonal, place 3 on top again. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another up left diagonal. This time place 1 on top, and then do another up left diagonal, and this time we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. Then do another up left diagonal and place 1 on top this time, just like so. And then do another up left diagonal and place another 1 on top. And then we're going to do 2 up left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. From that second up left diagonal that you just did, we're going to place 1 on top. We're then going to do another up left diagonal. From this up left diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. And then we're going to do 4 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And once you have done that, if we place 4 gold blocks going to the left, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, as you can see, your 4th one should be on top of this black concrete. Now, from this line that we just did literally earlier on, going up to the top here. And if those 4 gold blocks and the 4th one's hovering over here, that means we've done everything correctly on that second line that we just did. So, we can destroy these gold blocks, because we won't be needing these. And now we're going to zoom out. So, usually I would probably end the video by now, but I want to do a bit more today, because I want to try and get this design complete. So, we're going to work a bit more on the design. So, for the next area, we're going to be flying to that one sticking up, as you can see, under the headband that we just did. So we want to fly to this one sticking up here. So I'll place a gold block just for case anyone didn't get that. So we are going up that one that we should have placed, going up there, as you can see. So fly back and towards here. And once you're flown back towards here and you're ready to go, with our black concrete, we're going to place another one going on top. So it should look like two sticking up here. Once you've done that, we're going to do an upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place one to the right. We're then going to do 4 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. From this 4th one, place one to the right, just like so. Do another upright diagonal, place another one to the right again, just like so. And then do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. From the 2nd one, we're going to place 2 going to the right. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 1 on top. Then fly underneath by 1, so back to here. And we're going to place 3 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 2 going underneath from here. So 1 and 2. Then do another bottom left diagonal. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 2 underneath. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do another bottom left diagonal. This time place 1 underneath, just like so. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. From this second bottom left diagonal, place 2 to the left. So 1 and 2. Then do another bottom left diagonal. And then once you've done this bottom left diagonal, we're going to zoom out quickly. So basically, from this bottom left diagonal here, we're going to do 2 things from here. So we're going to do an up left diagonal from here, and we're also going to do a bottom right diagonal. So do a bottom right diagonal first, and then do an up left diagonal from here. And then there we go. We should be looking like that right there. Once you've done that, we're going to fly to the up left diagonal first, and then we'll fly to the bottom right diagonal. So, flying towards here. Once we have flown towards here, this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do another up left diagonal. As from this up left diagonal, place 2 on top as well. So 1 and 2. As you can see, this second one that we just placed on top connects in a up left diagonal direction to this 2 right here, which is the first 2 that's basically going to the right here. Basically, pretty much from the start, where's an upright diagonal, and it's one to the right, which you can see where it's from anyway. So we're going to zoom out, and once you have done that, we're going to fly to that bottom right diagonal right here. So flying towards here. Once you've flown towards here, we're going to place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do an upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second upright diagonal, place 1 on top. Then place 1 to the right. Then place 1 on top. And then fly underneath by 1, so back to here. And we're going to place 5 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once we've done this, we're going to take out our gold block quickly. And we're going to place 6 gold blocks going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you place 6 gold blocks going to the right from here, place 1 black concrete to the right, just like so. And then once we place this 1 to the right here, we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. And the quick thing, we're just going to quickly, basically right now, we're actually going to do the eye. As I said, I want to try and get quite a bit more done today. Once we do this eye, we're going to finish off the eyebrow, and then we'll be done for today though. But continuing on from this to black concrete up here, we're going to do an up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. We're then going to place 1 to the left, and then we're going to place 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to place 1 going to the left. We're then going to place 1 on top, then place 1 towards the right, and then place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. We're then going to do an upright diagonal from here. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. Then do another upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 1 on top, again, just like so. And then do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second upright diagonal, place 1 on top, and then do 6 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And from the 6th one, place 1 to the right, just like so. Then do 2 upright diagonals, so 1 and 2. And from the 2nd one, we're going to place 4 going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're then going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. And from this bottom right diagonal, place 4 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do a upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2. We're then going to place 4 going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And from this bottom left diagonal, place 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Then place 1 to the left. Then flying to the right by 1, so back to here. And place 4 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you've done this, we're going to do a bottom right diagonal with our gold block from here. Just like so. And once you've done that, continuing with our gold block, we're going to place 6 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then take out our black concrete, and we're going to place 8 going underneath these gold blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then once we've done this, we're going to fly up by 1 from this 8 black concrete. So fly up by 1. So we're going to go to the right of this one right here, as you can see. Second one here at the bottom. And we're going to place 2 gold blocks going to the right from here. So 1 and 2. And then take out your black concrete and place 1 to the right. Then place 2 underneath. So 1 and 2. And then do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place 3 underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do another bottom left diagonal from here. And from this bottom left diagonal, place 1 underneath. And then we're going to repeat this 2 here 2 more times in a bottom left diagonal direction. So do a bottom left diagonal, place 1 underneath, that's 1. Another bottom left diagonal, another 1 underneath, and that is 2. That should be 3 of those 2s in total, 1, 2, and 3. Then fly back towards the bottom one here. And then once you're flying back towards the bottom one here, take out your gold block, and from the very bottom here, underneath it, we're going to place 7 gold blocks going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And take out your black concrete and place 1 to the right of here. And then once you've done that, we're going to zoom out quickly, because we're done with those little areas. So basically, that 1 black concrete just placed to the right from those 7 gold blocks going underneath. We're not going to do that area yet, because that's, again, kind of like Naruto's, like, whatever you call it, like, kind of whisker things. And we're not going to do that yet, because that's going to take really long, just doing it by itself. And I'm going to do that in the very next part, which in the very next part, I'm going to probably, most likely, try and squeeze everything in if I can. And we should be completing the entire rest of the outline. And then after that, should be all the shading. But once we have done this, though, we still got a bit more areas to do. So we keep those gold blocks. We are going to fly back up to these 2 gold blocks that we placed to the right to do this area. And we want to fly to the bottom of this 8 black concrete right here. So we can destroy these 2 gold blocks, because we won't be needing these. And from the bottom of this 8 here, do a bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. From this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 3 going underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to place 1 to the left, just like so. We're then going to place 1 underneath. And then we're going to do 8 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And from this 8th bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the right, then flying to the left by 1, so back to this one, sticking up to the left here, and do 2 bottom left diagonals. So 1 and 2. And once you've done that, fly back to the one that we placed to the right, so back to this kind of L kind of shape here. And once you've flown back to this one here in the bottom right corner, we're going to do a upright diagonal from here. So place 1 there. And then from that upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, just like so. And then we're going to do 5 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From this 5th one, place 1 going up, just like so. Once we've done that, we're going to zoom out quickly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in all those little singular gaps inside this black concrete here. So just fill these in. The reason why I don't explain this, because trying to say go to left, go down by 1, it's always really confusing, and if I can do it at upright diagonals, it is a lot easier doing it that way. But once we have done that, we are going to zoom out, and we can destroy these gold blocks here, by the way, as well. So not those one where the one black concrete is taken up to the right, those one that's on top of that 8 going up to this section here. So we can destroy these here, and we want to fly to the one sticking out to the left right here. So flying towards here, and once you've flown to this one sticking out to the left, we're going to place 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. We're then going to place 1 to the left. We're then going to do 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2. And from the second up left diagonal, we're going to place 6 going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then do a bottom left diagonal. From this bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the left. And then do 10 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And from this 10th one right here, we're going to place 1 underneath just like so. And then we're going to place 1 to the left. And then from this one that we just placed to the left, we're going to place 5 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as you can see, this 5th one just connects to this one that was sticking up here. Once we have done this, we're going to zoom out, because we are not quite done yet. And now, so for the next final areas we've got to do the inside of the eye, and this little section here, as you can see. Once again, inside there, it's going to be all black concrete. As you can see, it's a lot easier to explain that way than to explain it the other way. So we're just going to fill all of this in now, because we might as well fill it in. Try and fill in all the black concrete usually first, because it's always nice and easy to do. And we're almost done, I believe. Or not. I always say that. Fly back to the left and then complete this last line, and there we go. Right, so onto the eyeball. So again, we're only doing the outside of the eyeball. So what we're going to do to start off with the eyeball, we want to fly to the very bottom of the eyelid here. So as you can see, where we started with these gold blocks, this 2 right here, we want to fly to the very one that we started on. So this one right here where the gold blocks are connecting to. And take out your gold block and place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, take out your black concrete, place 1 to the right, and then we're going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Then do it up the left diagonal, and from this up left diagonal, place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then do a upright diagonal. From the upright diagonal, place 1 to the right. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3, which I have broken my first one. Right, there we go. And once you've done this 3rd bottom right diagonal, place 1 underneath, just like so. We're then going to repeat this 2 here, 4 more times in a bottom right diagonal direction. So do a bottom right diagonal, place 1 underneath, that's 1. Another bottom right diagonal, another 1 underneath, that's 2. Another bottom right diagonal, another 1 underneath, that's 3. And another bottom right diagonal, and another 1 underneath, and that is 4. And that should be 5 of those 2s in total in a bottom right diagonal direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, we've got 5 of them, so 5 back down to underneath to the bottom one right here. Once you've flown to here, do another bottom right diagonal, and place 7 underneath from this bottom right diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to place 2 to the left from here, so 1 and 2. And then we're going to do 4 up left diagonals. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from this 4th up left diagonal, place 1 on top, just like so. And do another up left diagonal, place another 1 on top. And then finally but not least, do another up left diagonal. And from this up left diagonal, place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And as you can see, that second one on top, connected up left diagonal direction, back to this one where we started from. Once you've done this, we're going to fly to the left and destroy these gold blocks. So destroy those, and destroy those. And as you can see, this second layer that we just destroyed, we want to fly back up this line, back to this one sticking up here on the eyebrow, as you can see. And once we have flown back to here, we're going to do an upright diagonal. And from this upright diagonal, place 2 on top, so 1 and 2. Then do another upright diagonal from this 2 on top. From this upright diagonal, place another 2 on top, so 1, 2. We're then going to do another upright diagonal, and from this upright diagonal, place 1 on top this time. And then we're going to repeat this 2 here, 2 more times in the upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, and place 1 on top, just like so, that's 1. Another upright diagonal, another 1 on top, and that's 2. That should be 3 of those 2's in total in a upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, we've got 3 of them. Fly back towards the end one. Once you've flown back towards the end one, do another upright diagonal. From this upright diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top, and place 1 to the left. Then fly to the right by 1, and place 1 on top. Then fly back to the 1 to sticking out to the left here, so back in the middle of this, 3 in total. And we're going to place another 2 going to the left from here. So 1 and 2. As you can see, it should look like 3 sticking out from here. And back from the end of here, we're going to do 3 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, that third bottom left diagonal just connects to this one that was sticking up here, to the left of it, from the one on top. And once you have done that, we're going to zoom out, and that is everything today complete. And there you go. As you can see, we've got a really nice section of part done today, which it was a lot longer than usual, but as I said, I want to try and get this complete because we've been doing this for a while now, so I'm trying to get it out faster. So I'm trying to get a bit more done now, which I think I'm going to give up there. That's good enough in frame. So for the next part, hopefully it's the last part for the outline. Again, it depends on how long it will do. I'll try and cram it into one video. And for the rest of the outline though, we do have to complete the rest of the headband, which is just the cloth going across. Complete a bit of the hair. We've also got the ear to do, and then we've got to go all the way to the bottom. So there is quite a bit to do. And again, we do have to do here's like a kind of like whisker parts, kind of like that, but a lot bigger and longer. But again, without further ado, that is the end of today's video. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. And peace out, to the rest of your day, and goodbye.